evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Great Bend Bad Cats Baseball. My name is Mark McClure, joined today by Bodie Waller here on the Bad Cats Media Network. Bad Cats looking to win this series against the Cheney Diamond Dogs, the conference leading Cheney Diamond Dogs, I might add, as this game actually has major implications on the top of the Sunflower Collegiate League, especially for Cheney and Hutch. Bad Cats are still mathematically in it, but they're going to have a tough road to that, and they're going to need a lot of help outside of their own control in order to win the SCL. But this game, very important for the Cats, and I think that even if you don't finish in first place, being able to say that you won 3 of 4 against the best team in the conference, I mean, that is something.
Yeah, for sure. Heading into postseason play, the seedings aren't going to mean anything. It's just going to be whoever's hottest and gets it going at the end.
That just always seems to be how it goes in baseball. I mean, how many times do we see a team just barely sneak into the playoffs, and even at any level, whether it be major leagues or whether it be even college tournaments? I mean, all around, apologize for the wind, all around it, just if you can sneak into the tournament, you give yourself a chance to win, period, end of story.
Yeah, I think even in Division I baseball this year, with like Ole Miss not being ranked going in and end up taking the entire College World Series and beating a lot of the top teams going in to the tournament even.
And you look at what the Braves did last year, snuck into the playoffs, end up winning the World Series. So Bad Cats just looking for some momentum going into this final stretch of baseball. They won yesterday, picked up what felt like should have been a run roll game, but they did only win it by 9, 16-7 was the final score. And yesterday's game had a couple of chances to run roll the Diamond Dogs, kind of paying back for what they did last time they were here at the sports complex. But they'll take the win nonetheless, and they're going to look for some better results here. They're sending Peyton Tinkler to the bump for this one, and Peyton has had some good results so far. He's got a 3.37 ERA. The 0-1 record is kind of tough. He pitched really well against the Derby Twins. The last time he was out here with the Bad Cats, he pitched 8 1/3 innings, ended up giving up a walk-off home run to Nick Costello. But still, I mean, he was really efficient in that game all the way through, only 89 pitches to get through 8 1/3.
Yeah, for sure. I think even going that late into the game, there was no doubt that he was going to be the guy that we wanted to roll back out there in the 9th, no matter what happened, and he definitely gave us a shot to win that game.
He'll be going up against a left-hander from Wichita State, Jace Miner, has an ERA just a touch under 4, 2-1 record. The Bad Cats actually fared pretty well against the other left-hander they saw in this series in Tyler Schott, but you know, always never know what you're going to see with a new left-hander on the mound. But Roger Ward has kind of taken the same approach that he did in Game 1 of the series when they saw Schott. Going to go with a right-hander heavy lineup. It looks like for this one they only are going to bring in one left-hander at Zane Spann. He'll be the only lefty in the lineup today, and he'll be working against a tough lefty in Miner.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how the Bad Cats adjust after a win yesterday. Can they keep the momentum going here against the Diamond Dogs at the Cheney Sports Complex? Give you today's starting lineup presented by Victory Barbershop. We'll start with the Bad Cats visiting team today. Alex Rogers is the leadoff man. He'll be out in center field. Jojo Nieves hits 2-hole, be out in right. Zane Spin is DHing and hitting third. The red-hot Simon Larinaga is at first base and will hit cleanup today. Colby Christian's in left field. He'll bat fifth. Connor Allen is the backstop today. He hits sixth. Rathan Malone hits seventh. He'll be at shortstop. Dre Amaro is at second base and bats eighth. And then finally, Colter Maldonado rounds out the group. Playing third, batting ninth, Peyton Tinkler, as we mentioned, on the mound for the Great Bend Bad Cats. On the other side for the Cheney Diamond Dogs, Alex Epp is the leadoff man. He'll play at shortstop. Cole Myers, the center fielder, bats second base. He was something else yesterday with 2 home runs, had 6 RBIs in the game. Lenny Ashby is playing left field, batting third. Ryan Scott's in right field, batting fourth. Jackson Holder at second base hits fifth. Noah Brewer's at first and bats sixth. Connor Miles is the DH. He'll hit seventh. Gavin Rogers making his first appearance in this series, bats eighth. And Francisco Guevara is the catcher. He rounds out the lineup for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. They start, as I mentioned, Jace Miner, a left-hander from Pennsylvania and Wichita State. So he's far away from his East Coast roots. As still waiting to get this game started. Looks like we're waiting on umpires, it appears, as of right now. But when we get them and we have the plate meeting, we should be able to go from there. The game was originally scheduled for a 7 o'clock start. Looks like it'll be a little bit delayed, but hey, you'll take the extra time to get yourself back, get yourself ready to go in some blisteringly hot weather. It is 100 degrees out today, but it feels like 104. It will get a little bit cooler as the day goes on, but the Bad Cats better get used to playing in ridiculously high temperatures because the last day under 100 degrees until the end of July is Sunday, and the Bad Cats don't play on Sunday. So there's definitely going to be some tough moments out there, and the Bad Cats have actually had 2 guys go down with heat stroke symptoms, so they're going to hope that they can wait all that off here in the next couple of weeks because you want to see a guy go down like that. But we'll step aside here on the Bad Cats Media Network, and hopefully we'll be ready for ball at some point tonight when the umpires arrive here at the Cheney Sports Complex.
This is Batcats head coach Roger Ward. Thank you for supporting the Batcats. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Start singing.
Welcome back to the Bad Cats Media Network. Mark McClure, joined by Bodie Waller. Still waiting for umpires here at the Cheney Sports Complex. So, a little slow on the start today, but hey, it's a nice Friday. Bad Cats don't have anything going tomorrow. They're off for 2 days this weekend. Get some breaks for some of the guys, and then they'll be back in action on Monday to open up a 4-game series against the Lobos before the SCL playoffs are coming back for this 2022 season. Bad Cats will hopefully have an opportunity at the SCL Tournament Championship before going out to Wichita for the Summer Ball Showdown. So a lot of exciting things on the horizon for the Bad Cats after this game against Cheney. And I think all around, when you look at it as a whole, Bodie, I think that there's a lot of positives to take away from this season, even though it's still going on certainly. But you look at where you are in the standings and how things, the SCL title in the regular season has kind of slipped away, but I think overall there's been a lot of positives.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I think throughout the season there was a lot of highs and lows, and I think really when it came down to it, the games that we needed to win, we've been able to come out on top. And I think throughout the season there was a few games that we just let get away from us and kind of space them off a little bit. And I think when postseason time comes around and when we need to get it done, we shouldn't have any problem getting it done.
And at the same time, I think those are great learning experiences if you're talking about the series that you played, at Kingman when you split with a team that really wasn't on the same level as you from a standings standpoint. And, you played tough against Hutch in a couple of games, but they managed to get the better of you 3 out of 4 times. I think those are really good learning experiences for a team that's going into the playoffs, ready to try and make some noise against some of the best teams, not only in the SCL and the SCL tournament, but also the rest of Kansas as they try and go to the Summer Ball Showdown, which you've actually been to before.
Yes, and I think it's going to be a pretty cool event that they got going on down there, and hopefully we can show up and get a couple wins out of there and walk away with a championship.
There'll be a lot of different teams out there at the Summer Ball Showdown. The NBC World Series primarily draws from Kansas and then some other leagues beyond that. Santa Barbara gets to go normally. The Seattle Studs, which is more of a semi-pro than a college team, gets to go out there. But this is purely a college tournament. A lot of KCLB teams will be there, as is per usual. But a couple other teams that had been to the NBC previously will be going to the Summer Ball Showdown. Teams like the Midcrest Pumas, who were in the NBC last year. The Bad Cats, obviously, as an example, of a team going to the Summer Ball Showdown as opposed to the NBC this year. Just kind of try something new. See how it goes for the Bad Cats all around. But it should be really exciting. 5 days of baseball. It's the 3rd through the 7th of August. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it is a 16-team tournament, 2 blind draw games, and then that kind of determines your seeding, and then you play a single elimination 16-team tournament. So that's kind of how that'll go down at Goddard, at the sports complex down there in Goddard. And relatively new facility, but should be a fun week of baseball. And even though the Bad Cats aren't going to the NBC this year, still a lot of excitement for the postseason. And just trying something new, trying to see what else Kansas has to offer from a postseason tournament standpoint. But as we continue to wait on, we'll step aside again here on the Bad Cats Media Network. Hopefully we'll be ready for baseball here soon at the Cheney Sports Complex. After the extended break, we're finally ready for baseball here at the Cheney Sports Complex. Mark McClure, happy to be joined today by Bodie Waller as the Great Bend Batcats get ready to finish this series against the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Off to a super late start in this one. 7:45 currently as the teams have not taken the field. Unfortunately, we were waiting for an umpire. Umpire still is not here, so at this point, we are going to go with one umpire that'll be behind the mound, and then when his partner gets here, then we'll have two umpires. But that is definitely going to make it a little bit more difficult for everybody involved because you can't really expect that much from a zone standpoint for an umpire in the field.
Yeah, this should definitely be pretty interesting. I'm excited to see what kind of trouble we get into early, and hopefully the other umpire shows up as soon as he can.
Jace Miner is on the mound, left-hander from Wichita State. As I mentioned, if you have been here the whole time, God bless you for listening to all the music. But we're ready for ball here in Cheney. Jace Miner comes into the game with a 2-1 record, a ERA of 3.91. This is his sixth start of the season. 23 innings pitched, 27 strikeouts to 14 walks. My apologies. His last start came on July the 7th against the Newton Slug and Rebels on the road. Managed 5 1/3, 4 runs, 3 hits, and 7 walks. That was the big problem for him in that last start. He has had a couple of games where he's had just an excessive amount of walks. Those 14 walks have come in just 3 of his 5 starts. So pretty much his ability and his pretty much longevity in this game is going to be determined by his control. And hopefully should be a pretty good ball game. There may be control issues early. I think certainly is a possibility, Bodie, just because these guys have been waiting around for a long time to get this game started, and after all that, guys have gotten warm an hour ago and now have to go out there and pitch.
Yeah, for sure. That start time did get backed up, I think, 2 or 3 times there. So I'm pretty curious to see if he starts to pound the zone here early or if he's going to have some control issues.
So the Batcats will get things started. Alex Rogers at the plate. We'll go through the lineup one more time. We did go through it at the top of the broadcast, but that was 40 minutes ago. It's Rogers, Nieves, Spin, Larinaga, Christian Allen, Malone, Amaro, Maldonado for the Batcats as we're ready for action here. Jace Miner gets himself set to get us started. Rogers has been the leadoff man for the Batcats basically all year. He did miss a couple of games with an ankle injury, but when he's on the field, he's done an awful lot for the Cats. Here's the first pitch to him, and it is in for a strike. Rogers has now exploded to lead the Batcats in batting average with a .360 mark, hit 5 home runs, 13 RBIs. Been a really special stretch for Raj. He managed 2 hits in the game yesterday as this one's popped up on the infield on the right side. Noah Brewer makes the catch, and that's the first down. So an F3 starts this game off, and it'll bring up the little outfielder, Jojo Nieves. Nieves got the day off yesterday. He started both the games here in Cheney. Here's the first pitch, and this one, a little bouncer over towards shortstop. Alex Epfields throws the first, took the first baseman Brewer off the bag, and in the end, Nieves will reach. So Zane Spin comes up with a runner on first base. So this is the only time you'll see it today. Lefty-lefty matchup's been the only left-hander in the lineup. What does his approach need to be today as a lefty yourself?
I think he just needs to be up there hunting fastballs because he knows he's gonna get a fastball slider, fastball curveball mix here, and if he's on time with a fastball, then it should be no different. If he's in the same approach in the oppo gap here, I think.
Talked to Spin after the game, the first game of the series, and Tyler Schott pitched another left-hander for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Spin was actually not in the lineup that day, but he did talk about what the approach needs to be for him. You just can't be afraid of that slider or curve coming in on you a little bit as this pitch is inside 1-0. You have to treat it. Actually, check that. That was a strike. My apologies. So it's 0-1, but you can't give up on the pitch early.
Yeah.
As much as you may want to, as much as it may seem like something you can give up on, you can't do it. Because there's a chance if it starts like that, it should end up in your wheelhouse.
Yep, that's going to be the toughest pitch, is that slider that starts right at your front hip and breaks over the plate for a strike. As a left-hander, you're going to want to turn away from that pitch, and you just got to keep your front shoulder on it.
This one fouled away. So it's no balls and 2 strikes to Spin. Spin's been off to a slow start since coming to the Bad Cats. He reported it in July the 1st to be specific. And since then he's just hitting 160. He's 4 for 25 on the season. Here's the pitch. And that's in for a strike, and Spin gets caught looking. So 2 down, and it'll bring up the red-hot Simon Larinaga. Larinaga ended up hitting his 8th home run of the season in yesterday's game. Those 8 home runs are now number 1 overall in the Sunflower Collegiate League. First pitch misses, 1 ball and no strikes. A lot of chirping here early in the ball game between the 2 dugouts. Here's the pitch, and Larinaga lifts one softly to right field. That'll be a base hit. He went the other way with it. Going to third base is Nieves. He gets in standing, and the Cats will have runners on the corners with 2 down. Great Penn looking for the early lead, and they're going to hope they can get a base hit here out of Colby Christian. Christian, a 256 hitter for the Cats. What he can get on, he's a big stolen base threat with 11 on the year. But these last couple of days, he's been known for his clutch hits. Let's see if he's got another one in him. And he slaps one to the right side, base hit. And the Bad Cats are going to take the lead. Nieves scores. Caught off the bag a little bit was Larinaga, and he's out at second base. So that does end the inning. The Bad Cats do get the run to score, though. Take a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom half of the first inning here on the Great Bend Bad Cats Media Network.
This is your third baseman, Adam Muster, and you're watching Bat Cats Baseball on Bat Cats Media Network.
Peyton Tinkler on the bump here for the Bad Cats. Bottom of the first inning. It is 1-0 in favor of the Bad Cats. Peyton Tinkler on the bump. His third start here for the Bad Cats. He started once in Kingman. It was a little bit rough, then was much better in Derby. And then this first pitch is a strike in there against these Cheney Diamond Dogs. He did score a lot of runs yesterday, but their pitching staff really let him down. And honestly, when you think about they did score a lot of runs, it was basically Cole Myers hitting 2 home runs, driving in 5 of their 6. Or 5 of their 7, my apologies. But in just those 2 hits, and he had 6 RBIs total in the game, so 6 of their 7 when you count the whole day. Alex Epp at the plate here, the left-handed hitting shortstop. Delivery from Tinkler, will check swing, foul ball, made the count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Epp out of William Jewell University. Hitting .345 this season. This is his second game he played this series. Played the other game here at the Cheney Sports Complex. This one hit high in the air down the left side. Running after it was Maldonado, but he runs out of space down there and it gets fouled. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Epp. Tinkler with the pitch. Catches one on the outside corner, strike 3. Look like the zone's going to have a pretty good size to it, and the hitters are going to have to defend. Just based on the early returns, of course. So ready, and the first pitch here to Cole Myers. And that one misses outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Myers had a kind of an interesting combo. He was bunting for base hits in Game 2 of the series and then hitting them over the fence in Game 3. Don't have a lot of guys in the league that have that kind of versatility and that kind of ability. That's in for a strike. Myers out of Tarleton State. 5'10", 190-pound right-handed hitter.
Oh, good pitch.
Looked like that one didn't get the call, though. 2 balls and 1 strike. Myers now has 3 home runs on the season after the 2 yesterday. He's going to go the other way with this one to the right center field gap. Nieves looks up and he makes a great catch. Jumps up the fence. But he had made the catch before it even got there, and that is the second out. Not sure if he was using the fence just to break his fall. I'd rather jump up it than run into it, or make it look like he robbed it. Either way, though, great catch by JoJo in the gap, and that'll bring up Lenny Ashby. First pitch to Ashby. And that one misses outside, 1-0. Tinkler's money pitch is really his slider. He's got a good fastball, too, but when it comes out of that arm angle, the slider has some really good movement to it. It's really deceptive because his fastball and slider come from the same arm angles. This is fouled back. That's really the key for any pitcher. If you can throw the same pitch, or different pitches, I should say, from the same arm slot, and you're going to be very effective, as this one's just inside. Two balls and 1 strike, and the pitch. And Ashby crushes this one out to deep right field. Nieves on his horse, he runs back, and this one is going to be off the fence. Ashby digging for 2. The throw comes in, but it will be late, and Lenny has a double. That was going to be big trouble, but stayed in the yard, and that's really all the Bad Cats can ask for as Ryan Scott comes up. Scott easily one of the best hitters in the Sunflower Collegiate League, but the Bad Cats have actually kept him under wraps a little bit in this series. He hasn't let them beat him on his own. He's respectable for 11.
Pitch.
This one's a strike. 4 for 11 in the series, but 3 of those hits came in that one game where the Bad Cats got blown out 15-5. He's got a runner in scoring position in Lenny Ashby. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Scott's seen his batting average tip under 400 for the year, where it had been most of the season. Still leads the Sunflower Collegiate League in that category, though. 390. Swing and a miss. Got him. Tinkler gets through the first inning. Lenny Ashby with a 2-out double, but Tinkler strands him on second base. The Bad Cats still lead 1-0 going to the second inning here for the Cheney Sports Complex.
This is Batcats pitcher Dash Albus. You are watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Run the difference in this game so far, as the Bad Cats have a 1-0 edge. And we are in the top of inning number 2. And Connor Allen's going to lead off for the Cats. Colby Christian, another clutch hit for the Bad Cats. Single to right field that drove home Nieves, who reached on an error. But Simon Larinaga, who was on first at the time, overran the bag at second. Throw in behind him and was tagged out. First pitch to Allen. That's a strike in there. Good breaking ball. Allen's had trouble this year at the plate. 196 batting average. Has walked 14 times, though. 1 pitch, and this one a high chopper over to the left side. Rogers waited for it. The throw to first is just in time. So Allen is retired. Take a little defensive look here for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Lenny Ashby out in left field. Cole Myers is in center. Ryan Scott in right. Gavin Rogers at third base. Alex Epp at short. Jackson Holder and Noah Brewer on the right side of the infield. Francisco Guevara is the catcher for Jay Sminer. Ready first pitch to Rathan Malone is way upstairs. It's ball and no strikes. Malone has been starting to pick it up a little more recently. 183 average, 31 strikeouts has been the big issue for him. Still leads the team. Simon Larinaga is right behind him with 30. And that one a little inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Malone. Batcats hitting 258 as a unit this year. They had a lot of time they were hitting over 300, but things just fall apart as this is a corkscrew swing by Malone. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and 1 strike, and that's on the outside corner to Malone, and the count evens up at 2-2. Looks like our second umpire's just rolling in. So we won't be going with this behind the mound for too much longer. The 2-2, and Malone smacks it foul. Windy, hot one here in Cheney. Sun's starting to go down because we had a late start. Swing and a miss, and Rathan strikes out first. Or second out of the inning, my apologies, and the second strikeout for Miner. Brings up the 8-hole, Dre Amaro. Amaro hitting 170. Talked about it. The biggest struggle for him is just trying to get used to the wood bats. It's certainly a transition, much less forgiving. How was that transition for you, Bodie?
Well, it definitely takes a little bit of getting used to. Switching to wood, I think it's a little bit less forgiving. Unlike using metal, you get rewarded with a little bit more and a little bit bigger sweet spot on a metal bat. But I think once I get a few weeks in with a wood bat, it's definitely a little bit easier. Not because it's like training yourself not to hit the bad part of the wood bat, because you're going to break it and probably burn $200 on a wood bat, you know.
Marl's behind here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That one way inside, almost hit Dre. And it counts 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miner looking for a 1-2-3 top of the second inning. This team trailing by a run. The lefty kicks and deals. And this one popped foul behind the plate. Considering we've seen a couple of foul balls, we're going to have to be alert today. Where we're sitting, Bodie, so keep your eyes open. 2-2. And Amaro smokes one over to short, but it's caught by Alex Epp, and that retires the side. Batcats go down silently in the top of the second inning. 1-2-3. Diamond Dogs will have the bats in the bottom of the second when we come back.
This is outfielder Kyle Gates, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Back to baseball here at the Cheney Sports Complex. Batcats up 1-0 over the Diamond Dogs. Diamond Dogs will have 5, 6, 7 up in the lineup, starting with Jackson Holder. Peyton Tinkler's at the belt. And it's first pitch. That's it for strike. 0-1. As we mentioned, we officially have 2 umpires now, so the umpire that was in the field will take his normal spot behind the plate. Get a little bit better idea where the zone is. Swing and a miss from Holder. Holder at second base tonight. Left-handed swinger from Dallas Baptist, hitting .318 this season. Swing and a hard hit grounder towards the middle, and that gets through Dre Amaro, a base hit. Second hit of the game for the Diamond Dogs. They have the leadoff man on here in the bottom of the second inning. It's Holder's 4th hit of the series. Make him 4 for 10 overall. Pretty good set of 4 games for him, and it brings up Noah Brewer. First baseman who will be heading to Arkansas Little Rock to play ball next year. This one's outside, gets past Connor Allen, and Jackson Holder will get to second base. Brewer's been deathly quiet in this series, 0 for 9. Here's the pitch to him. That one misses inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Speaking of guys that are going to new schools or new Division I schools next year, the man on the mound, Peyton Tinkler, recently committed to McNeese State after spending last year at Southern Illinois. That's a strike, 2-1. It's his second year with the Bad Cats, joined on at the end of the season last year. Played the regular season in the KCLB before coming to the Bad Cats for postseason play. Swing and a miss there. And the count evens at 2-2. Tinkler ready. He'll deliver to Brewer. They try to front door him there with a slider. Couldn't get it all the way in, though. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And this one hit to the right side. Amaro makes the catch. And there's no chance for a double play. That ball was crushed by Brewer, but it's kind of been his luck this series, now 0 for 10 in the series as a whole.
And we'll definitely take it.
No doubt about it. When you have a lineup this potent, not everybody can do damage. And it'll bring up the Australian DH from Odessa College, Connor Miles. Miles with back-to-back starts for the Diamond Dogs after not starting either of the first 2 games of this series. And the first pitch misses to him outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Miles had 1 hit and 3 at-bats. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. That was his line of the game yesterday as that pitch catches the corner for Tinkler. And the count's 1-1. As we mentioned in the pregame, this game has a lot at stake for the Diamond Dogs in particular, who are now actually tied in the loss column with the Hutch Monarchs. Monarchs have a couple of games in hand, might be able to catch up and overtake them in the standings as the Monarchs are looking to make it 3 straight league titles. They are 23-6. The Diamond Dogs are 25-6, so 2 games in hand for the Hutch Monarchs. If they win both those, will be tied. Ready in the pitch from Tinkler. That was up high. 3 balls and 1 strike. Dangerous count. Tinkler set at the belt. And the 3-1 pitch to Miles. And he walked him. First walk allowed by Tinkler. Puts runners on first and second with 1 out. And for the first time this series, the Mad Cats will face off against Gavin Rogers.
Hopefully we can get a ball on the ground here and get it out of the inning. 1 pitch away here.
Rogers from West Alabama University. He's a 2-way guy. Plays the corner infield positions and on the mound. He was an all-star last year as a hitter with Andale. He hit over 300. Andale ended up folding after the all-star game last year, and then Rogers came to the Cheney Diamond Dogs, came back for a second season. And that one drifts outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. He had a really impressive feat on July the 11th on the mound. He pitched he pitched 10 innings, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned on 6 hits. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. Really impressive to have that kind of length in a game. That was inside. But this year the hitting has not been there at all for Gavin, hitting 158. Tinkler ready, the pitch. That one inside. Another 3-1 count. Tinkler on the verge of loading the bases. Ready in the pitch, swing and a miss on a slider. So the count goes full on Rogers. I think we're looking for the punch out. So this one will be put in the air behind the plate. Allen over there, but this one gets out of play. It was just past the Cheney dugout. So we'll go again, 3-2, and Tinkler's delivering. This one hit to the right side, and that one is a fair ball just over Simon's head. Jackson Holder's going to try and score. He will standing. They'll hold Miles at third, and Gavin Rogers has an RBI single. It ties the game at 1. Wasn't a hard hit ball, but hit in the right spot. Story baseball. Brew came up earlier in the inning, hits one that's probably 100 off the bat that gets caught, and then that lands a base hit. So with the game tied at 1 and runners on the corners, here's Francisco Guevara. First pitch to him.
Ooh.
Just outside. Guevara started the second game of the series, didn't go all the way though. Only ended up having 2 at-bats. Went 0 for 2. The pitch. And outside and low. 2 balls, no strikes. Time called here as Connor Allen goes out. And he's going to have a word with Peyton Tinkler. Those two trying to get on the same page. They were a battery at Barton. Connor stayed for another season, though, while Tinkler went to SIU, but they still have a connection, more than most in summer baseball. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Guevara. They're on the corners with this game tied at 1 in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch coming after that mound meeting, and it is another ball, 3-0. Swinging a ground ball left side, could be a double play, but the throw goes into right field from Maldonado. Miles comes across to score. Rogers trucks to third. And a costly error there for the Bad Cats. Could have been a double play, ends up turning into a run scored, and the runners will stay on the corners, or runners will still be on the corners, I should say. But now it's a 2-1 game. So the lineup turns over, and here's Alex Epp. Epp 0 for 1 with a strikeout and looking. Tinkler's first pitch. And this one hit in the air to left straight away. Pretty deep. Trying to run it down was Colby Christian, and he couldn't make the grab. Gavin Rogers will score. And the runners will now be on second and third as they hold Guevara at third. It looked like that one just got caught in the swirling winds. Christian looked like he had a beat on it. He was trying to run it down and managed to drop over the top of his glove, and that will go in as a double for Epp. He'll get himself an RBI. little bit of a struggle for Tinkler early in the ball game. Down 3-1, and now first pitch is going to miss a ball to Cole Myers. So I'm starting to make its way down here at the Cheney Sports Complex. 1-0 to Myers, and he hits it the other way to right. Nieves makes the catch, and they will tag from third. Guevara scores. Epp gets into third, and it's 4-1 Cheney. Sacrifice fly from Cole Myers. So now the 8th Diamond Dog this inning, Lenny Ashby, comes to the plate. First pitch to Ashby. Swings it, smokes one out to left center field, trying to run it down. Rogers, he dives, and he cannot make the catch. Epp scores easily, and coasting into second is Ashby with another double, his second double of the game. Then he gets himself an RBI, some good oppo gap power there from Ashby. And now Ryan Scott comes up with a runner on second base, and this one kind of falling away from the Bad Cats early, Bodie.
Yeah, I think we need to try to find a way to get an out here and minimize as much as we can before this one gets too far out of reach where it's just going to be an uphill battle all game.
There are 2 outs in the inning. First pitch to Scott, swing and a miss. Scott struck out, swing to end the first inning. Going to try to avoid ending the second. Here's the set and the pitch. Gets another strike in there, so Tinkler's ahead 0-2 here on Scott. Tinkler going to try to end the inning. He's way ahead 0-2. Scott swings and smokes one out to right center, and this one is caught just barely by Alex Rogers in right center field. He made that one just before it caught the ground, and that ends the bottom of the second inning. But 5 runs get across for the Diamond Dogs, and they lead it by 4 as we go to the third inning here on the Great Bend Bad Cats Media Network.
Right here in the center of the whole USA, on the bend of a river, in the heart of the Sunflower State. Great people, great places, great Bend. You've got a day, a weekend, or a lifetime to spend with so many things to offer. Come again and again for great people, great places, great Bend. Great people, great places, great Bend.
We've all heard what they say about us. Flyover state, middle of nowhere, a bunch of country folk. Go ahead and fly on over. There's nothing going on. Nowhere to be. And yeah, we've got a lot of hard-working, entrepreneurial, best neighbor you could ask for farm families. We're proud of Kansas, and that's why we built our entire network for it. Next Tech Wireless, keeping Kansans connected.
Welcome back here on the Great Bend Bad Cats Media Network. 5-1 the score. We're in the top of the third inning. It was a little bit of a disastrous bottom of the second inning for the Bad Cats, giving up 5 runs in the frame. And an error as well, and a probably catchable ball out in left center field by Colby Christian. Would have been a nice catch to make, but one that would have been great to see him haul in. Both those went for naught, though, for the Bad Cats, and now they have to work from behind. This is Coulter Maldonado at the plate, 9-hole hitter. It's 9-1-2 due up for the Bad Cats here on the top of the third. And that one inside, 1-1. Really for the Bad Cats, just got to try to go a step at a time. Can't get it back all at once. Still a lot of baseball to play, so just need to chip away. These games have been really high scoring so far, so can't really expect anything different. Count 2 balls and a strike. Jace Miner winds and deals. He just fires that one past Maldonado, 2-2. Coulter with a 226 average. Did pick up a hit in last night's contest. Went 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. Fouled right back. A hit for Maldonado broke a 3-game hitless stretch dating back to July the 8th. Miner's pitch. Way to stay back on that breaking ball, fouled away by Maldonado. Can be one of the hardest things to do right after you see a hard fastball, because that curve takes forever to get in there. Another 2-strike offering. That one up high. See if that one's a straight miss or more of a setup pitch for what Miner wanted to do on 3-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Scott Maldonado, third strikeout for Miner. Lineup turns over, and here comes Alex Rogers, who had plenty of fun in this ballpark in Game 2 of the series. 2 home runs, both to left field. See if Raj can get something going for the Cats here with 1 out in the top of the 3rd. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. Rogers popped out to first base in his first at-bat. Here's the 0-1. And Raj hits one pretty well out to center. Retreating immediately is Myers. He goes back. He is right near the track at the wall. He jumps and he robbed it.
Oh, my.
Robbery in center field by Cole Myers. And even Rogers can only just look, laugh, and the umpire's actually going out there to center field, as is the rest of the crew, because it looks like Myers took an awfully big crash up against the fence when he elevated to try and make that play. Coach Douglas out there for the Cheney Diamond Dogs, checking on his center fielder, who has just done it all this series. 2 home runs yesterday, 6 RBIs, and then just made that incredible catch to rob Alex Rogers. And it looked like it had enough distance on it, but I mean, what an unbelievable play, as it looks like Myers may be done for the day. They have reinforcements getting ready to come in as Jackson Searing makes his way off of the bench. Now the question becomes, is Searing needed, or will Myers stay in?
Looks like he's going to be staying in there.
Hey, that's some toughness right there after crashing into the fence. Right now in a squat out in center field. And that hurts worse than your typical padded wall.
Oh, yeah.
That's jumping a chain link like that.
That's straight chain link out there, and it's about shoulder height, if not head height.
So with that amazing grab, Jace Miner will go back to working. Tipped his cap out to Myers, as pretty much all of us did. Swinging a miss there from Nieves. 0-1. Nieves reached on an error, later came around to score in the first inning for the Cats. And the 0-1. Upstairs to Nieves. 1 ball and 1 strike. Minor with the 1-1. This is a bunt attempt. Popped foul and off the back fencing. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Minor trying to channel the energy of that great catch into a 1-2-3 inning. Retired 5 straight Batcats. Left-hander winds. Tried to pick out the outside corner. Just too far away, though. And the count moves to 2-2. Curve, that's low. Looked like a beauty there, but didn't get the call, and the count goes full. So no 3-2.
It's a good take.
That's a take and a walk. Davis finds his way on. So with the 2-out walk, Zane Spin gets an opportunity to hit here in the top of the 3rd inning. Runner on first base. That catch trailed by 4 here at Cheney. First pitch, and Zane takes it for a strike, 0-1. Swing and a miss there from Zane. So the count 0-2. Been deep in the hole, got to defend as this one comes in and gets him. He'll take that with 2 strikes. At least for the Batcats, and it puts runners on first and second. And you have an opportunity to bring up your cleanup hitter this inning with 2 ducks on the pond. Miner's already waiting for Larinaga to step in. His pitch. That one just down low. 1 ball and no strikes. That gets working ahead a little bit more. Near the top of the 3rd. Trying to get themselves a pitch they can drive. The pitch. Simon backed out of the way of that one, but it was on the inside corner for a strike. Simon dribbles one out towards shortstop. Going to be a tough play over there for Epp, but he makes a great throw over to first base. And that ends the inning. The bad catch. Strand runners on first and second there to end the top of the 3rd inning. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, it's a 5-1 Diamond Dogs lead.
This is Bodie Waller, first baseman, and you're watching Batcat Baseball on Batcat Media Network.
Welcome back to the Cheney Sports Complex. Bottom of the third inning. Mad Cats trail 5-1 to the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Peyton Tinkler going to try and settle it down here in the bottom of the third inning after giving up 5 runs in the home half of the second. Going to need a bounce back here if the Bad Cats want to stay in the ball game. Have to deal with Jackson Holder to lead off, and that pitch is in for a strike. 1-1. Holder with a single up the middle to start the bottom of the second. All 9 Diamond Dogs came to the plate there in that second inning. And that one way inside, and that one looked like it hit Holder, and it did. Reaches for the second time. There have been quite a few hit by pitches in this series. Jackson Searing got hit twice yesterday alone. Zane just got hit for the Cats. Next up to the plate is Noah Brewer. As I mentioned, his first time up. He's hitless this series. Lined out his first time in Game 4 as this first pitch gets away from Connor Allen. That's a wild pitch, and Holder gets to second base. Tinkler now working with a runner in scoring position. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss from Brewer. 1 ball and 1 strike. After Brewer, it'll be the left-handed hitting Connor Miles. And Tinkler's pitch is the runner going for third. Throw down there's going to be way late, and Jackson Holder steals third. So the count's 2 balls and 1 strike. Productive out could bring in another run for Cheney. And ready in the pitch. And that's out on the outside corner. And Brewer continues to have a rough series against the Bad Cats. Tinkler's third punch out of the game. So now Miles will try and drive this run in from third. Miles walked his last time to the plate. First pitch to him. He hits a little blooper out to shallow center. Raj coming in on it. He tries to dive and make the play. He cannot. It gets by him. Coming home to score is Holder. Sliding into second base is Miles. Drives in the 6th Diamond Dog run of the game. That's been the story of the game for the Bad Cats. Just close, but not close enough on some of these plays. Miles gets himself an RBI double, and that'll bring up Gavin Rogers, who had an RBI single his last time up. Hit a little flare to right field that dropped. First pitch to him. Swings and fouls down the right field line. Cats now trailing by 5 runs here, top of the 4th. In my opinion, bottom of the 3rd. As this one is going to be ripped. Another base hit for Rogers. Coming home to score, Miles. Throw brought Allen up the third base line. Rogers with another base hit. His second of the night, 2 RBIs, and it's 7-1 Cheney. Out in the inning. Diamond Dogs continuing to pile it on. Here comes Francisco Guevara. Reached on a fielder's choice in the last inning. Takes the first pitch strike from Tinkler. Ready in the pitch. And Guevara Hits one over to short, should be 2. Malone to Amaro over to first. And that's going to end the bottom of the 3rd inning, but the Bad Cats surrender 2 more runs to make it a 7-1 ball game as we enter the middle innings here from Cheney.
This is Alex Rogers. You're watching Batcat Baseball on the Batcat Media Network.
Dawgs 7, Bad Cats 1. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Great bench. Just trying to get some more life back in the dugout after what's been a little bit of a tough start to this ball game. First pitch, Colby swings and fouls it down the right field line. That gets out of play. That could be the biggest, honestly, roadblock for you in a situation like this, Bodie, is getting in your own head or getting down early in a game when there's still plenty of baseball to play here, Cheney.
Yeah, I think the most important thing is just try not to get too big and just worry about getting base runners here.
This one's smacked back towards the middle. It's off the glove of Minor, and he recovers in time to throw Christian out. First out of the inning, and it'll bring up the 6-hole hitter, Connor Allen. Allen's 0 for 1 with a ground out. Sun making its final delve over the horizon. Really nice baseball sky just to our left here. First pitch, and that's in for a strike to Connor Allen. After this, the Bad Cats off for the weekend. They return Monday at home, Alburns Memorial Field. They are playing against the Wichita Lobos. The final regular season series of the year. And before the SCL playoffs, which are, again, tentatively scheduled. Still trying to figure out all the kinks there. Ready, and the pitch. Allen watched it outside. Line a ball and 2 strikes. Minor looking for the strikeout, but Allen battles, fouls it off. Actually, my apologies. The Wichita series still kicks off Monday, but it will be at Westside Athletic Complex, not Alburns. Bad Cats aren't back at home until next Tuesday. Game 2 of that Lobo series. Swing and a miss here from Allen, strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Minor, so it'll start in Wichita, then it'll maneuver over to Alburns, then it'll be back in Wichita, and then the final game of the regular season will be at Alburns. That is on Thursday. Wraith Malone at the plate. First pitch is up and away. Ready in the pitch. Malone takes a strike in there, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Malone takes it upstairs. 2 balls and 1 strike. Malone a strikeout victim back in the second inning. Cats have not put a run on the board since the first. Colby Christian with an RBI single that drove in JoJo Nieves. Ready for the 2-1. And Malone quickly got a piece of that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miner looking for 1-2-3 inning. Here's the delivery curve that's in there. Strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts to end the top of the 4th inning. Diamond Dogs go back to work offensively in the bottom half of the 4th inning when we come back from Cheney Athletic Complex. Cheney Sports Complex, I should say.
This is Batcats assistant coach Jonathan Mariani, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Welcome back here in Cheney, where the Diamond Dogs have the early advantage. First pitch strike in there from Tinkler. Actually, my apologies that the Bad Cats have moved to the bullpen here. Ian Lanik into the ball game for the Bad Cats. Here's the pitch. That's in there. 0-2. So it's only 3 innings in the end for Peyton Tinkler. His final line is 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, 5 of which were earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts before he departs, as that one's in there on the outside corner. Strike 3. Epp goes down really without a fight. So that'll bring in Cole Myers. First at bat for him, so it's crashing into the wall, and he's going to hit one hard to short, but Wraith Malone gloves it. And there's 2 away. So 2 quick outs Free in Lannick. Working in relief today. This is only his second appearance out of the bullpen. 7th appearance overall. 4.76 ERA going into this outing. 33 strikeouts to 16 walks. Pitched 28 in the third innings for the Cats and has a 5-1 record. Most wins on the Bad Cats staff. Here's the pitch from Lannick. Up high. 2 balls, no strikes. And trying to settle things down here for the Mad Cats. Take up those 7 runs, just trying to give them an opportunity to get some runs on the board. Way outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. Game teetering right now on the edge of almost insurmountable for most teams. There's still just so much baseball to play, can't count anybody out. Full count after that foul ball. And Lenny Ashby digs back in. Ashby, 2 hits, both doubles, and RBI.
Good pitch.
And he catches one down low, but that's going to be ball 4. First walk that Lannick's given up, and that prevents the 1-2-3 inning. Ryan Scott will get a chance to hit this inning. Really, outside of the first game, had some big margins throughout these games. This one fouled away by Scott. The first game, 4-1 victory for the Bad Cats. It was pretty close throughout the game. Good pitching, but outside of that, there's been a lot of lopsided results. The Bad Cats did take a 5-0 lead in game 2, but the Diamond Dogs just piled it on in that game. Eventually won it in a run rule, 15-5. Game 3, the Bad Cats had most of the lead, winning it 16-7. Blew a lead in that one. This one grounded foul by third. Bad Cats had a 5-0 lead in that third game of the series, and then next thing you know, it was 5-5. But then the Bad Cats exploded. Home runs by Simon Larinaga and Kyle Gates gave them back the edge and never looked back. And then here in this game, it's been the Diamond Dogs with the lead pretty much the whole game. Bad Cats did have a 1-0 edge in the top of the first. As Scott hits one the other way to right field. Nieves is there, and he makes the catch to end the inning. So for the first time since the first inning, Diamond Dogs can't put up anything on the board. And we're through 4 here in Cheney. 7-1 Diamond Dogs lead.
Options. Everyone likes them, and at Office Products Incorporated, we offer options. Shop by phone or by having one of our OPI specialty salespeople call on you to help you find solutions. Shop online at OPIKAN.com to place your order directly or search for solutions, or come to one of our 4 store locations, Great Bend, Larned, Russell, and Hayes, to shop in person. OPI offers you these options for your shopping convenience. Which do you prefer?
Everything you need to power your business. OPI.
In today's world full of change, it's nice to come across the simple things like consistency, reliability. And when it comes to the comfort in your home, one thing you won't have to worry about is the reliability of a Lennox furnace and air conditioner. Steeder Contractors has been your Lennox dealer in Central Kansas for over 37 years. We've beefed up our inventory and are prepared to deliver the same quality Steeder service that you've come to expect. When you need a high-efficiency heating and air system, rely on Steeder Contractors in Great Bend for service you can depend on, prices you can trust.
Cheney and the Bad Cats finishing up a 4-game set here at the Cheney Sports Complex. 7-1 The scorer is Dre Amaro comes to the plate to lead off the inning. 8-9-1 due up for the Bad Cats. Mark McClure and Bodie Waller on the call here for the Bad Cats Media Network. Jace Miner stays on the mound, and the first pitch is a strike to Amaro. Ready in the 0-1, and Amaro lifts one to right. Pretty shallow, but Scott loses it in the lights there for a minute, and was just able to recover in time to get the out. Even tough for us to see on that one. But there is one out, and Colter Maldonado comes up.
Yeah, and I think that Sky's getting to the point where you're going to want to run out every single ball in the air because it's going to be tough to see right off the bat from any position right now.
And that first pitch strike. Colter Maldonado struck out his first time at the plate. Look for some better results here against Miner. He's really been locked in. Fouls this one down the right side. That gets out of play. Now with the fifth inning here, Bad Cats trailing by 6 runs. This one hit on the ground, left side. Epp throws first, and they got him. 2 away. See a mound meeting here quickly between the catcher and Francisco Guevara and Miner. Alex Rogers at the plate. Here's the pitch, and that one down low. Rogers pop out and a fly out for him. 1 out. Dropped too low. 2 balls and no strikes. Always dangerous with Rogers, who we know has a big swing, especially here at Cheney. Into his motion to pitch. He wanted to go around, but ended up taking it for a strike. Rogers enters this at bat. 351. Miner trying to make it 5 innings of work with just 1 run allowed. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss from Rogers, 2-2. Stuff there by Miner. We talked about at the beginning of the game that Miner, his success was probably going to be dependent on his walks in this game. He only has 1 walk to 5 strikeouts, 1 hit by pitch. Really looked locked in. This one fouled away by Rogers down the right field line. Two balls and 2 strikes. Rogers stayed alive on that last one. We'll see what Miner gives him here. Here's the pitch. And this one high in the sky, right field. Scott has a beat on it. Makes the catch no problem out in right field, and that ends the inning. Bad Cats go down quietly in the top of the 5th inning. They still trail by 6 going to the bottom of the 5th inning here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is your catcher, Grant Farlander, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on Batcats Media Network.
First pitch swinging there to lead off the inning for Jackson Holder. But can't get on it, and the Batcats get a first out for Atlantic. So now Atlantic delivers. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1 to Brewer, who's 0 for 2. And set the 0-1. That one misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Atlantic's fared much better than previous pitcher for the Batcats, Peyton Tinkler. He gave up 7 runs, 5 earned in 3 innings. So far, an inning and a third for Atlantic, just giving up 1 walk. 1-2 pitch. This one hit foul. So the count will stay a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Brewer out on strikes for the second time in the game. 2 strikeouts for Atlantic. Now coming to the plate will be Connor Miles with 2 down. First pitch from Atlantic to Miles. That one outside. And the count's 1-0. Miles a walk, a double, and an RBI. 2 runs scored in the game. As Atlantic comes into his motion, here's the 1-0. Set for a strike. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. One from Atlantic. At least point a little bit off there. Missed it outside. 2-1. Sun has officially gone down here in Cheney. Much more manageable, 88 degrees. We started north of 100 as this is fouled away by Miles. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Atlantic looking for a quick 1-2-3, trying to get the bats back in the dugout. Here's the pitch. Way outside. And it's full count. Not sure how long Atlantic will go in the game. Batcats certainly worried about where their bullpen pitching will be going into the next week, even though they do get 2 days off, as this one misses outside. Miles ends up walking for the second time in the game. 2 walks issued now by Atlantic, and it will bring up Gavin Rogers, who's 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. Big day for a guy who has been struggling with the bat this season. Rogers, just with those 2 hits, it's his first multi-hit outing this year. First pitch strike, 0-1. Atlantic ready for the 0-1 delivery, but that one's too low for Rogers, and it's 1-1. Guevara on deck for the Diamond Dogs if Rogers were to reach, as this one misses down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the set and the pitch. That one swung on and foul, tipped by Rogers. It's held by Connor Allen, and the count goes to 2-2. Atlantic trying to punch him out here. The pitch just fouls it away and stays alive. So The count stays 2-2. Atlantic ready. Trying to finish him off again here, but this one skips to the plate. And it's full. Ran 2 Atlantic trying to avoid back-to-back walks. Here's the pitch. And Rogers just fouls it off. Had to reach for it. Looking for a result here. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. And Rogers hits one well out to left, but this one hangs up, and it'll be caught by Colby Christian for the final out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Game stays 7-1 going to the 6th inning here from Cheney.
This is infielder Colter Maldonado, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Joe Nieves, leadoff hitter for the Batcats, bottom, top half, my apologies, of inning number 6. Batcats still trying to get anything going. They got a run in the first inning. It was unearned. But outside of that, have really had nothing doing against the pitching of Jace Minor. One ball and no strikes. And here's the pitch. Nieves hits a flare right side near fair territory, and it'll be a base hit. Nieves not stopping at first base. He's going to try to get 2 out of this little looper, and he's going to get it. Nieves has reached for the 3rd time. That's his first hit of the day. And now Zane Spinn can hit with a runner in scoring position. Could this be the spark the Batcats were looking for?
Yeah, I hope so. That's a good hustle play by JoJo. After seeing that ball down, making a good hustle play to get in a second.
So Minor, except for this lefty-lefty matchup, a spin, and the first pitch up high. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the set and the pitch. It's a strike called. So the count's 1-1. This one grounded foul to the right side. Two strikes on spin. Miner looks back at second. Come to the plate. Outside, Nieves trying to advance, throw down by Guevara, and he's safe. Nieves slides head first into third. Kind of single-handedly get some life back into the Bad Cats offense.
And I think that's going to be a big thing if JoJo's able to score here, because I think if he doesn't take those 2 extra bags there, he's still just hanging out on first base.
Spin gets hit for the second time today, and second time in as many plate appearances, which puts runners on the corners. Hit right in the lower back. So they're on the corners. Simon Larinaga to the plate. Larinaga's 1 for 2. Singled in the first, ground out in the third. First pitch swing and a miss from Larinaga. No balls and 1 strike. Miners kept runs off the board since the first inning, but he's in his most trouble here in the top of the 6th. Larinaga gets a breaker that's hit towards the middle. It should be 2. Epp tags the bag for 1, throws to first. Took the first baseman off the bag, but did he recover and make the tag? Looks like he did. A double play, but Nieves comes across to score. Bad Cats make it 7-2, but now they're 2 away. Well, 6-6-3 double play. And when the throw does take a first baseman off the bag like that, is that all instinct on trying to figure out where the runner is, or you just sweep tagging and hoping that he's there?
Yeah, I think it's all about just having a feel of where you're at on the field. I mean, it's always going to be a tough play because it's kind of like in football when you're in the middle of the field and you hear the steps coming, you kind of just have to make the best play you can to get out of the way but also get the tag down, if that makes sense.
This one upstairs to Colby Christian. 1 ball and 1 strike. I mean, that is easily one of the positions where you rely the most on your instincts, as this is upstairs. Because, I mean, you have to have good feel over at first base because 90% of the time you're trying to make a decision without looking, at least at the runner. So you never know when you got to stretch as far as you possibly can. You're all basing it off of basically your ears and what you can hear.
Yeah, and, I mean, I used to think that you didn't have to be athletic to play first base, but now, since I've played there, I definitely have more respect for the position after the plays that I have, or the positions that I've been put in, where if you weren't athletic, then they're nearly impossible to make.
I mean, you got some pretty good athleticism over there. We talk about from time to time the yoga, the splits. I mean, you get all the way down sometimes.
Yep, and
you got to be an athlete to do that. I'll tell you that.
As the years go on, it's getting a little bit tougher, but some days it feels better than others.
2-2 foul ball. Christian's 1 for 2. RBI back in the first. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Inside. And it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. This one popped up right field. Scott barely has to move to make this catch. And that retires the side. Batcats get a run. No RBI, though, for Simon Larinaga as he hit into a double play that drove in JoJo Nieves. 7-2 the score. And the bottom of the sixth is up next on the Batcats Media Network.
This is left-handed pitcher, outfielder Matthew Howell, and you're watching the Batcats on Batcat Media Network.
Bottom of the sixth inning, we'll have another new pitcher on the mound for the Great Bend Batcats. Ian Lannick, just 2 innings of relief for the Cats, and he will give way to David Stewart. And immediately, Stewart, before he throws the first pitch, is calling for Connor Allen, wants to have a word. Lannick's final line gave up no hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts in 2 innings of relief. And we're ready to go again. Plate umpire now going to start making his way out of what's been a really long talk between Stewart and Allen. This would be a total re-changing of signs, possibly. You have a conversation that long, because when you get into this part of the night, these lights aren't super bright. You're not sure how well Stewart can see the signs from Allen. First pitch coming from David Stewart, fouled back. Francisco Guevara leading off, so it's 0-1 to him. After him, it'll be Epp and then Cole Myers, top of the order. (0-1) from Stewart, way high. 1 ball and 1 strike. That catch trailing by 5, did just get a run back. But they're starting to run out of offensive opportunities. Only 9 outs left to work with offensively. Here's the 1-1. And this one hit by Guevara into left field. Colby Christian lines it up. And that's an easy grab for out number 1. So the lineup turns over. Here comes Alex Epp. 1 for 3, 2 strikeouts, and a double. Here's the first pitch. And that one outside from David Stewart, 1-0. Stewart, another guy that's been primarily a starter. Second relief appearance for him. So that's in for a strike. Only one relief appearance for Stewart. Wasn't a great one. He gave up 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 hits in 2 1/3 innings on June 23rd against Hayesville. But overall, 3.55 ERA, 25 1/3 innings, 37 strikeouts for David to just 14 walks, and a 4-0 record. This one's on the outside corner. Good breaker. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. Epp down on strikes. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Stewart's first. And a quick 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And it brings up Cole Myers. Myers 0 for 2. 1 RBI, came on a sac fly in the 2nd inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes in for a ball, but it actually looks like this here is Jackson Searing. So it looks like there's a change here offensively as Searing swings and misses at that one. And no surprise to see Myers no longer being able to be in the ball game because of that big play made in center field, crashing into the center field wall. Looked like he just couldn't go anymore. Here's the pitch, and this is down low. 2 balls and 1 strike. One of the best plays we had seen defensively all series. There have been some great ones too. Rathan Malone made a great diving play in game 2. That one may take the cake though. This is outside 3-1. Stewart way behind. Pitch to Searing. Up high, ball 4 and a 2-out walk. So that brings up Lenny Ashby. He's reached 3 times, 2 doubles, a walk, and an RBI. Ashby has seen his average rise to 353 on the season. And again, we have a meeting between Stewart and Allen. 5-run Diamond Dogs lead. Scoring has slowed down, though, since the Diamond Dogs put up 2 runs, my apologies, in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This one's up high to Ashby, 1-0. Ashby, the New Mexico Lobo. Stepping back in. And the pitch from Stewart, a high pop-up. 3rd base bag. Maldonado drops it. But Ashby was slow heading down to first base. He does get in there, and that's an error on Maldonado, his 2nd in the game. inning will continue. Here comes Ryan Scott. Scott's over 3. Searing on second base, Ashby at first. The pitch. That one misses. 1 ball, no strikes. Diamond Dawgs looking to get some more padding to the lead. Rally with 2 outs here at the bottom of the 6th. Stewart trying to keep it just a 5-run game. Here's the pitch. And Scott will be taking a strike there, 1-1.
Oh, man.
And trying to, the delayed steal was Searing, and he gets to third. We're paying attention to him over there, and that's smart base running. So it's a 1-1 count. Pitch to Scott. Checks his swing. It was a strike anyway. And the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we're trying to keep the score right where it is. Breaking ball outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Going to be a late one here in Cheney tonight. Game got started late. About a 45-minute delay waiting for umpires. Currently 9:31 Central as this one's down low. And the count runs full. That catch should have been out of this inning. Lenny Ashby with a pop-up. Over by third base, but dropped in fair territory after hitting off of Coulter Maldonado's glove. David's payoff pitch is going to be roped foul down the right field line, out of play. Stewart back to work with a 3-2 count. Right-hander deals, and this one's smoked out towards right center field. That's going to drop between Nieves and Rogers and head out towards the fence. 1 run scores. They're going to wave around Ashby. Going for third is Scott. He will slide in as it gets away from Coulter Maldonado. It's a 2 RBI triple for Scott, his first hit of the day, and the Diamond Dawgs now have a 7-run lead. Searing and Ashby get across. Scott with a 3-bagger. And a tough break again. This should have been an inning that had no runs scored. But a drop pop-up extended it, and Diamond Dawgs took advantage. First pitch swing and a miss from Jackson Holder. Nothing in 1. Stewart delivers. That's strike into Holder. Nothing in 2. Took no time for Stewart to get ahead here. Holder's 1 for 2. Single hit by pitch, 2 runs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It was dropped, but Allen tags Holder to end the inning. Gets a strikeout, his second of the game, but 2 runs come across on the 2 RBI triple from Ryan Scott. But those runs will be unearned, though. And the Diamond Dawgs lead 9-2. 7th inning up next on the Bad Cats Media Network.
Hi, this is Roger Ward, head coach of the Great Bend Batcats. I hope you're enjoying the free broadcast of tonight's game. Please consider donating to our interns who make this possible for the organization. Our donation link can be found in the chat at this time, as well as in the video description. Enjoy the rest of the game, and go Batcats.
Right here in the center of the whole USA, on the bend of a river, in the heart of the sunflower state. Great people, great places, great band. You've got a day, a weekend, or a lifetime to spend with so many things to offer. Come again and again for great people, great places, great band. Great people, great places, great band.
This is infielder Brady Kreitzer. You're watching Batcats Baseball on Batcats Media Network.
Welcome back to Cheney, 9-2. Diamond Dogs with the lead. And they're going to stay with Jace Miner for the time being. Diamond Dogs, as the first pitch missed to Connor Allen, 1-0, and hoping he can get through the bottom part of the order. Bodie Waller on the call here for the Batcats Media Network as Allen smokes one to the left side, but it's a glove nicely over at third base by Gavin Rogers, and a great throw. Tough play all around, but Rogers managed to get down there, get the glove on it. Been a clean fielding day so far for the Diamond Dogs, outside of an error by Alex Epp in the first inning. So Rathan Malone comes in, and first pitch backed him up. 1 ball and no strikes. Ready in the 1-0 for Miner. Slower than slow curve, but that one up high. And the home teams have really just dominated this series. Batcats won their 2 home games at Al Burns. First game here at the Cheney Sports Complex went to the Diamond Dogs, and they're well in control as we are into the late innings of the second game here at the Cheney Sports Complex. Counts 3 balls and no strikes to Malone, who's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Breaking ball on the outside corner. That's a strike for Miner. Batcats did get a run across in the top of the 6th inning, but it did come on a double play. This one fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Malone does the walk around the backside of the plate. Miners fought back in this count, but still ends up walking Malone. Miners walk 2 in the contest. Andrea Morrow comes to the plate with a runner on. See if the Batcats get anything going. First pitch heater. That one missed somewhere. 1-0. Looked pretty good from here. Miner quickly deals again, gets that fastball past Amaro. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one just low to Dre, and it's 2-1. Dre has a line out and a fly out. Trying to do something with a runner on first base. 8 outs left to work with for the Batcats. They trail by 7. Here's the 2-1. Going to try and lay down the bunt. This one went right back to the mound. Minor's going to try and go to second, and he'll get an out. That's a good heads-up play. It's a very risky play, too, especially considering you're leading. You take the out at first, it's an easier play, but instead he took the chance, got the lead runner, and it worked out. Coulter Maldonado, who's 0 for 2, comes in. Strikeout and a ground out on his line. And the first pitch. Just want a chopper to third, but foul. Throw over to first base, but diving back in safely was Amaro. Miners had himself a tremendous start on the mound for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. 6 2/3, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts for the left-hander from Wichita State. Looking to make it an even 7, though, as the pitch comes in to Maldonado. Right back to Miner, somehow able to glove it, and he'll throw to first, make it 7 2-run innings for Jace Miner. A tremendous effort for him, and that's probably the end of the day. He gets himself some handshakes as he makes his way to the dugout, and his Diamond Dogs lead by 7 runs as the bottom of the 7th comes up next on the Great Bend Batcats Media Network.
This is Batcats outfielder Dawson Fringe. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Bottom of the 7th inning, 7-run Diamond Dogs leads. David Stewart on for a second inning of work. And a first pitch ball delivered to Noah Brewer. Leadoff man this inning for the Diamond Dogs. That one's inside. 2 balls and no strikes. It's been a pretty wild ball game so far. We had one umpire for an inning and a half. It was delayed because of that, but Brewer crushes this ball to deep left center field. Rogers running, chasing, he slides, and that one looked like it was caught by Rogers. How about that by Alex Rogers?
It's a great play by Raj out there. It looked like he was running for quite a while that ball was in the air.
He was going full steam after that one, and it's almost one of those plays where you don't want to say you expect it, but you expect some greatness when Alex Rogers is trying to run one down to the gap.
I mean, if a ball's in the air that long, you at least expect him to get some sort of glove on it, whether he catches it or not.
First pitch is down low, 1-0. Miles has a double and 2 walks in this one. He'll take a strike here, 1-1. Stewart with a 1-1. That's foul tipped into the mitt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Stewart gave up a couple of unearned runs in the last inning as this one drops down too low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to give the Bad Cats some solid innings of relief. Again, a 4-game set as this one fouled off by Miles. So the count stays 2-2. Set and the pitch from Stewart. On bounce to the plate. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Miles has been really patient at the plate. I already mentioned he has 2 walks and makes every at-bat a challenge. Worked himself into a 3-2 count. And Miles wanted time, and he got it from the home plate umpire. Here's the 3-2. Miles smokes one towards the middle, and that will be a base hit. Miles with his second hit. He's reached base 4 times in this game. Really good game for the Australian designated hitter. And if you were wondering, yes, has already made friends with both Brett Allen and A.J. Musto. Australian connection pretty much links you regardless of whether you know that person or not. So Gavin Rogers comes up. This one down low, blocked by Connor. So the count on ball and no strikes. Stewart comes ready and delivers. Rogers fouls this one back. Rogers is 2 for 3 in this game. Got an RBI in the 3rd inning. This one outside again, 2-1. Also had an RBI in the 2nd, so good game overall for Rogers. Raised his batting average just in this game to almost 200. Down low. 3-1. Dangerous count here as this is outside. Runner going, not going to matter because Rogers walked. So Miles on second and Rogers on first. 2 walks in this outing for David Stewart, and actually the winning run will come to the plate in Francisco Guevara. Feels like every game, these last couple games, there's been a possibility for a run roll. We had one over on Wednesday here at Cheney. The Bad Cats got close several times in the game yesterday. And then here we are again today with the Diamond Dogs having an opportunity to do it. First pitch strike, though, to Guevara. Guevara's 0 for 3. Hit to a fielder's choice, grounded to a double play, and flew out to right. Or left, my apologies. As Guevara lifts one high in the air. This one's out to left center. Rogers all over it. And that is out number 2. Two away for Alex Epp. Epp does have a double in this game, but he's also struck out 3 times. Lefty digs in. Ready for his first pitch from David Stewart. Here comes set. Looks back at second. And he'll pump fake the throw back to second base as he saw Miles dancing off the bag. Here's the pitch, and it's up high. Ball, no strikes. That one down low from Stewart. 2-0. If Epp gets on, that would bring up Jackson Searing. He's very upset, by the way, that his off day got taken away. This was supposed to be his off days. This is low and away 3-0 as Cole Myers made a tremendous, likely home run saving catch in center field. He went crashing into a chain link fence, which is never good for the body. Ended up having to be lifted for Searing in the middle innings. That one inside, ball 4, bases loaded. So Miles to third, Rogers to second, and Epp on first. Epp is the winning run for this game. Put us in a run roll situation. So Searing to the plate. Walked his last time up as the first pitch comes in, and it is a strike from David Stewart. And the pitch up high, 1-1. Searing hitting .326 this year as he'll take a strike there, 1-2. Bases loaded for the Diamond Dogs. But Searing is behind in the count. Stewart kicks and he deals. Swing and a miss, and Allen will just step on the plate to get the strikeout. And we will go to the top of the 8th inning, and it is a 9-2 score as David Stewart does a great job stranding the bases full of Diamond Dogs in the bottom half of the 7th inning.
This is outfielder Riley Silva, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Eighth inning of action here between the Bad Cats and Diamond Dogs. 9-2 the score, and Andrew Wisner is out on the mound for the Diamond Dogs after a tremendous start from Jace Miner. And first pitch swinging for Alex Rogers, head out towards left center field gap, and that one drops and one hops off the fence. Rogers glides into second base, and a leadoff double off of Wisner. He's one of the toughest pitchers to hit in the Sunflower Collegiate League. I got to give you credit, Bodie. Before we went back on air between innings, he thought he was going to tack on the first pitch he saw, and Alex Rogers did just that.
Yep. I mean, fresh into the game, he's going to throw something into the zone, and Raj didn't miss it.
Wisner has a 0 ERA. He's given up 0 runs, 0 earned runs, only given up 4 hits, 6 walks in 12 innings. This one fouled away by JoJo Nieves. He's normally the closer for this Cheney team, but they really haven't needed him at all in this series. They've either gotten blown out, lost a close game, or blown the other team out. He has 4 saves, 24 strikeouts. 0-1 count, pitch to Nieves, down low. Last appearance was on July the 9th against the Slugging Rebels. Actually picked up the victory in that game. 2 innings, gave up 1 hit, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Rogers leads off a second. Here's the pitch. Nieves fouls it back. Counts the ball in 2 strikes to Nieves, who comes in. He's reached all 3 times tonight, but he's 1 for 2. Lone hit came back in the 6th inning in his last at-bat, hit of a bloop double. He waits the 1-2 from Wisner. Fastball swinging a miss, strike 3. Some gas on that one. One down, and Zane Spin comes to the plate. Now going to be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset. Now he's got that pesky left-hander out of the game. So he didn't do too bad against the lefty. He got struck out once, and then he got hit by 2 pitches. So I know we were talking about, hey, you can't be afraid of the pitch coming in on you because normally it'll try and break towards the inside part of the plate. Well, not today for Zane. It went right into his back.
Yeah, I mean, that really didn't even become a factor because every time he was pitching to him, he was hitting him with a pitch early in the count, trying to get that breaking ball over.
No balls and 2 strikes. Spin way behind. Pitch. And Spin hits one sharply over to right field. Trying to make the play was Scott, but it skips over his glove. Rogers takes the turnaround third. He's going to score. And the Bad Cats get another one, 9-6. 9-3, my apologies. It is a 6-run game. Spin had that one just out of the reach of Ryan Scott. He gives up his first run of the season right there. So now Simon Larinaga to the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss. This one inside to Larinaga. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1. That one gets across, another strike to Larinaga. Not going to give Spin an RBI for that. They call that an error on the right fielder. That one kind of skipped over his glove. Two-strike pitch to Simon, and he gets caught looking, strike 3. Two away, runner on first, and Colby Christian to the plate. That catch trailing by 6 runs to the Diamond Dogs. First pitch to Colby is outside. Colby 1 for 3. RBI single in the first. Ground out in the 4th and a fly out in the 6th. That's his day overall. That one's inside. 2 balls and no strikes. That gets just 4 outs to work with offensively. Looks like more likely than not we're headed for a split in this series, with the home team taking every game. 2-0 is fouled back by Christian. So the count will be 2-1. That Cats finished their regular season slate with Wichita, series that's Monday through Thursday of next week. Wisner ready. And he'll deliver a 2-1 pitch. That one's down low. 3 balls and a strike. Good hitters count here for Christian. Chance to do some damage. At least get a good healthy swing in. Sort of foul tip there by Christian. And that moves the count to 3-2. That Cat's trying to keep rallying here in the top of the 8th. They have a runner on first. Colby Christian at the plate, a 3-2 count. That Cat's had a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the 2nd inning. But a barrage of runs from the Diamond Dogs gave them the lead, and the Diamond Dogs have led since then. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him. Throw down to second just for good measure with the runner on the move, but the inning was over anyway. And the Bad Cats get a run across. Sane's spin had a single that resulted in an error on the right fielder, which allowed Alex Rogers to score. And the Bad Cats still trail at 9-3. Bottom of the 8th is up next on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is pitcher David Stewart. You're watching Batcats Media Network, home of the Great Bend Batcats.
Allen going to get some work here for the Bad Cats. Pitch to bottom of the 8th inning. Unless something changes drastically, it will be the last inning Bad Cats need to pitch, as this one smoked out the deep center field by Ashby. Running back on it, Rogers jumps up, makes the catch as he collides with the fence. Rogers somehow makes that look routine. Even though to everyone watching, we know that it's not. Brett Allen pitched a little bit yesterday. 2 innings in yesterday's contest. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. Got a 2.94 ERA. 18 strikeouts to 11 walks and 18 1/3. Got the first out there on Ashby, even though that ball was smoked. So this is Ryan Scott at the plate. He's 1 for 4. 2 RBI triple his last time up. Allen ready and waiting. Here's the first pitch. Strike called on the outside part of the plate. And it's 0-1. He's got a strikeout in the first, fly out in the second, fly out in the 4th, and then that triple that we mentioned in the 6th. Nice pitch fouled off, so it's 0-2. And the 0-2 pitch. That's on the outside corner. Strike 3 called. And a quick 2 away. And brings up Jackson Holder. Sidearmers are built on movement, obviously. And so it's got to be interesting as a lefty when that movement's coming in on you. I'm not sure if you faced any sidearmers in your career to this point, but it's going to be definitely an interesting perspective.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun for me just because I mostly am going to be up there hitting fastballs, and everything that a guy from that arm angle throws is going to be moving quite a bit. So it's not always the most fun for me because it turns into a lot of weak contact.
1 ball and 1 strike. See what Holder does. Allen has a sign. Way inside. Is that going to happen to you too? 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Fouled off the top of the fence. Right behind the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Allen just looking for 1, 2, 3, bottom of the 8th, and make it as small of a mountain as possible in the top of the 9th. The 2-2 in the air, should be playable for Maldonado, and he is able to make this catch, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 inning for the Diamond Dogs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Bad Cats need a major run though in the top of the 9th inning. Need at least 6 runs to keep this game going.
This is outfielder Colby Christian for the Bat Cats. You're watching Bat Cats Baseball on the Bat Cats Media Network.
Bobcats need a big run here in the top of the 9th inning. Connor Allen going to try and start it off. And the first pitch from Wisner is a strike on the outside part of the plate to Allen. Wisner pitched the 8th inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 run. And as this one's inside, that run actually became unearned for Wisner because of the error in right field. The Bobcats didn't do anything the rest of the inning. Still 0 ERA for Wisner, but he did give up his first run, period, of this season as Allen hits a flare out to center. Charging in on it, Searing, and he makes the catch. 1 down. And Rathan Malone comes to the plate. 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk for him. Diamond Dogs looking to make it a split here in this series with the Bobcats. That would all but likely eliminate the Bobcats from winning the SCL. I believe it would put them back at 4 games out, and that would need an awful lot for them to happen for them to be able to even be in the conversation. Here's the pitch. That one's down low. Two balls, no strikes to Malone. Here's the pitch from Wisner. That's back in the strike zone. Take a look around the rest of the Sunflower Collegiate League. Ladies and gentlemen, it has finally happened. The 316 Elite 18U high school team picked up a win. They beat the Kingman Islanders in game 1 of a doubleheader today, 5-0. As they finally got themselves in the win column for the first time. Malone fouls this one back. Wichita Lobos win 5-1 over Derby at Westside. Game 2 of the doubleheader between Kingman and 316 is not going 316's way. They're down 10-2 in the top of the 6th down at George Arnsdorf Memorial Field. And then here, obviously, in Cheney, 9-3 Diamond Dogs lead with 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. 2-2. Swing and a drive to right center, and that'll drop a hit for Malone. He's going to try and turn this into a double. Throw into second is not in time. And Malone gets a double. First hit of the game for him. Good effort play there. Next up is Drea Marl. 0 for 3 on the day. First pitch outside to Amaral. Ball and no strikes. Keep in mind, Wisner's only given up 4 hits all season in his 12 innings. Bobcats have 3 off him. Just in an inning and a third. That's outside. So it's 2 balls and no strikes. Marl waiting, and Wisner deals. 3 balls and no strikes. Marl in a really good count. He can probably swing away if he wants to, if he really finds something he likes. He was taken there, and he takes a strike, 3-1. Nathan Malone leads off a second. And here's the pitch to Amaral. He takes it outside, 5-pitch walk.
I think this is exactly what needs to happen if we are going to put a couple runs up on the board and make this thing close. Just seeing pitches and making him throw strikes and taking advantage of every single mistake that does come up in the field.
Got 2 on. Maldonado at the plate, first pitch. He takes outside. Wisner struggling to find the strike zone. When he has found the strike zone, the Batcats have done a good job putting the barrel on the ball. Maldonado with a swing and a miss there. Almost falls into the left-handed batter's box. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one down low, skips past the catcher, Guevara. And that'll put runners on second and third and eliminates the double play. So Batcats, a little bit of life here. 2 on, only 1 out. And Maldonado head the count. Maldonado is 0 for 3, looking for his first hit. Here's a delivery, and this one on the ground to the right side. Maldonado's going to drive in a run, but he will ground out for the second out of the inning. Malone scores 9-4. Morrow gets over to third base. So the Batcats' last hope will be on Alex Rogers. Rogers 1 for 4. He doubled his last time up against Wisner. Ready for the first pitch. And it's in for a strike to Rogers. Batcats clinging to a shred of hope with 2 outs here in the top of the 9th, down by 5. Here's the pitch. Another strike in there. No balls, 2 strikes to Rogers, and the Cats down to their final strike. Here's the pitch from Wisner, and this one smoked to deep left field, but this one stays in the field of play and is going to be caught by Lenny Ashby. And this one's a done deal. The Cheney Diamond Dogs win it 9-4 at their own ballpark as the home team wins every single game of this 4-game series, and the 2 teams split it 2 wins apiece. The Batcats likely now find themselves in a position where they're probably out of the conversation for the Sunflower Collegiate League Conference Championship. Did what they could, but the Diamond Dogs, they're tough customers. Everybody knew that coming in, and a split really at the end of the day isn't the worst result in the world when you're playing a team like this.
Yeah, I think we would have really liked to come out of here with 3 games, but can't be upset coming out of here with 2.
Overall in the season, Diamond Dogs will improve to 30-6. Batcats dropped to 26-11 on the season. As the winning pitcher will be Jace Miner, who pitched beauty in this one, up to a 3-1 record. Peyton Tinkler got knocked around in 3 innings, takes the loss. He'll be 0-2 on the season, and as I mentioned, these 2 teams will split this series. Batcats back in action on Monday at Westside Athletic Field, home of Friends University, and the Wichita Lobos for their final regular season series of the year. Well, we'll step aside here on the Bad Cats Media Network and come back with a quick post-game show before we sign off from Cheney.
This is shortstop Trey Amaral, and you're watching the Bat Cats Media Network, home of the Bat Cats.
Welcome back here on the Great Penn Bad Cats Media Network, ready to put this thing away for the night. Jace Miner is our player of the game tonight. His 7 innings earned him the win today. He gave up just 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, and he just lit up this Bad Cats lineup top to bottom. Was really strong looking, a left-hander from Wichita State, and all around the Bad Cats, despite taking the early lead on him, never let it affect his confidence and just went out there and kept attacking and earns himself the win in 7 tough innings of ball in this one. Bad Cats drop it 9-3, the final score, as the Diamond Dogs do the job here in Game 3 of the series. And Game 4 of the series, my apologies, and the two teams are going to end up splitting the series overall. 2 games aside is how it'll go. And Bad Cats will look to just try and bounce back against the Wichita Lobos, as the Lobos aren't a squad that's really given a ton of teams issues to this point in the year, and I think the Bad Cats have confidence going into that series that they have what it takes to win those games, and they have confidence in themselves, and they're just going to try and bounce back to the best of their abilities. But overall, a disappointing end to this series. I think Bodie talked about it there towards the back end. They felt like they would still had a chance going into the end if they would have been able to win this game, but it just didn't work out that way in the end, and they end up dropping it 9-3. The final score. Colby Christian picked up an RBI. Rogers and Nieves both had doubles. but it just wasn't enough against the Cheney Diamond Dogs, who showcased their high-powered offense again today. Connor Miles had 2 hits, Lenny Ashby 2 hits, both were doubles. Gavin Rogers had a couple hits, couple of RBIs, and after that second inning, they just kind of ran away with it on the bad catch. Jace Miner gets the win up to 3-1 on the season. Peyton Tinkler was looked a little rocky today, ends up dropping to 0-2, and I think part of that reason could have been the long delay at the beginning of the game, just struggling to get warm and stay warm, and then getting out there, and just wasn't exactly what he was looking for in the end as the bad catch dropped. Game 4 of the series to the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Final score 9-3. We thank you for joining us here on the Great Bend Bad Cats Media Network. From my partner, Bodie Waller, my name is Mark McClure, wishing you a pleasant rest of your Friday night and a wonderful weekend. Bad Cats back in action on Monday. We hope to see you either down in Wichita or here on the Great Bend Bad Cats Media Network. But for now, farewell.